Hey everyone, Brad back with another week of programming. Excited about this one, week 4 basically of our second phase. So technically week 8 here of our cycle. So we're looking to max out a few things. So all that hard work we've been putting in the last 3 weeks, we'll hopefully realize some gains here and see some improvement. So starting off with day 1, back with front squat, keep working on the progression we've been doing. Today, it's simple. We're looking to find a new 3 rep max and take your time building up. Don't waste too much energy early on, but just make sure you're warm so hopefully we can get to that 3 rep max. Don't look to overreach too much. So usually with the first kind of attempt over maybe the number you've been working with, maybe looking to go like 5 pounds over, kind of a safe jump. Hopefully it feels good for an easy PR. And after that, we can get kind of a little bit more ambitious and try to reach a little further if it feels good for the day. Once you complete that, whatever your number is, we're going to come down 15%. We're going to finish off with an easy 3. In between or after, depending how you feel, you'll find a new max set of either muscle-ups or strict pull-ups. Bending pull-ups, obviously, if it's not strict. Looking for a max set. After that, we're going to come down, but roughly 60% or a number that you can repeat safely for another 4 sets after that. So either you can kind of put that in between your squats or kind of get the squats done and then do the gymnastic part on its own. So yeah, max set. Obviously, it's the strict pull-ups. Like you're going for, like you're trying to get your first strict pull-up. Obviously, 60% of that still gives you 1. So either you can shoot to do more singles, if not just scale back, go to a band. Maybe we're doing 4 to 5 pull-ups there and then do 4 sets of that. Workout for day 1 on the 4 minutes. So every 4 minutes you're going to perform 1 set. You're going to rest 2 minutes and then we're going to repeat that 2 more times after. So 500 meter row for the men, 400 for the ladies. This will be roughly, give or take 2 minutes of work, maybe probably a little less. So if you're looking to sub it on a bike, skipping, or some other cardio component, whether it's running, make sure you're landing in that like 1.5 to 2 minutes of time. From there, 50 double unders. If you're, so I wouldn't spend any more than like almost a minute on your double unders. 1 to 1.5 minutes max. After that, your max, we're gonna do max overhead swings with the time remaining. You got like 30 seconds remaining in your 4 minutes. Well, if you have 30 seconds, pick up as many swings as you can. So technically today, we'd be marking down the amount of swings you've accumulated over your 3 sets. Once you've completed your 4-minute block, you're gonna rest 2, and then repeat the same thing for 2 more sets. So on to day 2, snatches, squatter power. Keep working on the progression you've been doing, super important here. So in terms of the progression, so switching up things, you ain't gonna get the results you want. So on snatch, we're looking to build up to something heavy for the day. Put some percentages as a guideline that I find work well for me in terms of warming up. So obviously percentages before that, do what you need to do with the empty barbell, get moving, get some good snatches. You definitely want to hit maybe 1 or 2 at 75, 1 or 2 at 80. Hit a single at 85, hit a single at 88, and after that, depending how it feels, you adjust the jumps. At no point, regardless of the individual, would I, after 88%, would I be jumping any more than 10 pounds. So I'd jump up somewhere between 2.5 pounds all the way to like 10 and keep it within that range of the jumps you do, just so you don't shock your body and you have a better chance of success. And from there, building into a max for the day. Usually my rule of thumb, after you've missed twice, unless you're dead set that you can hit it, go for that 3rd one. But if not, usually my rule is 2 and then you're done, because basically if you were in a competition, your lifting would be done at that point anyway. So do your best, take your time, focus on your setup, make the lifts count. In between, we'll do 3 seated box jumps. I'm looking for them to be easy. There's just a little bit of a primer. You can use it a bit to warm up also. Once you get into the heavier ones, you can kind of put aside the box jumps and just focus on your snatches. From there, workout today, we're going to accumulate 4 rounds. We're going to do 16 box step-ups. You can add weight if you'd like to. If not, that's okay. 16 wall balls. So step-ups, that's total. So 8 each side. 16 wall balls, and 16 12 cal bikes. So 16 for the men, 12 for the ladies. You're going to rest 1 minute, and we're going to do 3 more rounds that way. At the very end, once you've completed the 4 rounds and you've rested a minute, you're going to fall into 2 minutes of max burpee. So at that point, I'm trying to do as many burpees as you can. I know it's gonna be tough, you're gonna be tired, you're not gonna wanna move, but this is the last little sprint before you wrap up the workout. 3, we're gonna work on some bench or push press, so whatever you've been working on, continue that way, and then deadlift. So we're just gonna find a new 3 max in both. So take your time. Again, like your squats, you don't want to waste too much time early on. Just make sure you're warmed up, you're primed up. Maybe we're adding some kettlebell swings to make sure we warm up the hamstrings and the low back. And hopefully we climb up to the 3 rep max. So just like the back squats, looking to shoot just a little over maybe a previous 3. And then from there, if it feels good, we look to overreach on that second attempt. Workout to go with day 3, we're gonna do an AMRAP 12 minutes, 3 bar muscle ups if you have access to that. If not, we can sub out for double the amount of pull-ups and dips. So either 6 pull-ups, 6 banded pull-ups, 6 ring rows, and same goes for the dips. If you were doing dips on a box, I'd probably do times 3. From there, 6 hang power cleans, should be something light enough where we can go unbroken. Same goes for the front squat, so ideally you should be able to do your hang power cleans. If you need to rest, put it down before your last one so you can pick it up and you can start squatting after. From there, 18 sit-ups, focus on your breathing, just move through it. From there, day 4, our regular EMOM's gonna be up on that planner if you're kind of looking for that. From there, day 5, squat or tower again, so we're working up to a heavy for the day clean and jerk. So if you're squatting or doing a power clean, continue off that way. So kind of that same percentage in terms of building up. So a couple singles at 75, a couple singles at 80, and go down to 1 single at 85, 1 single at 88, and from there build up. So same goes for as the snatches. I probably wouldn't go up any more than like 15 pounds at a time past your 88. So anywhere between like 2.5 to 15, right? So building up to a max for the day once you've completed your percentages. In between or after kind of like the squats, we're gonna look to find a new max set of either handstand push-ups, handstand walk. We're doing that in terms of distance. If you do need to break up the distance, quickly get back up and go as if we're doing 1 set, or a max hold if we're not quite there at the push-ups yet. Once you've found whatever that number is, we're gonna cut down to 60% of that, and we're gonna perform 4 sets for some volume. Last workout here, AMRAP 6 times 2. We're gonna rest 2 after the 6-minute shot. We're gonna do 15 toes to bar. Some you should be able to do in 3 sets. So if you're not able to do toes to bar, knee raises, skipping knee raises, knees to elbow would be a good alternative. If not, worst case, you can always switch that up to some sit-ups. 10 deadlifts, 5 power snatches. I didn't necessarily put a weight there. The open weight was the 115.85, I believe, for the women. So that could be one way. You just don't want to get caught up where the power snatches get too heavy. So make sure it's a weight you can move on the power snatches, and just use that same weight as for the deadlifts. From there, once you complete the 6 minutes, you're going to rest 2 and perform a second set. Just take off from where you left off, right? So wherever you were at in the progression, go from there to give us 1 solid score. And obviously, your day 6, which will be up on Monday, there'll be 2 running workouts, so take a look at that. Just continuing to build the progression we've seen in the past weeks. Like always, you guys can always reach out, and we can help you guys out with some of the progressions. If you got a bit of a hard time or you're not sure in terms of what to do in terms of building up, other than that, have fun with the week, and hopefully we see some new PRs.